There you go.
Mr. STICKERMANIA from Louisville, Kentucky. Running a little bit late. Had to get technicalities rearranged. We're ready to go. How's it going out there from Louisville, Kentucky? 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Our usual Saturday night live stream is in the 53, 54 degrees today. Sticker teenager went to the park and I ran a couple miles around the jogging track they got set up. Did you have a good time, Sticker Kid? No? Show them your shirt. Sticker Kid's got
I want to go home.
Some girls Rolling Stone shirt. That nice? All right. We got Sticker Grandson reading the messages.
We got a bunch of messages. So, Mikey Rigler said hello, Sticker family and friends.
How you doing, Mikey? Mikey's doing a video with Mean Mr. Mayo next week. Going to show his anthology collection.
Polly said good evening, everyone. Congrats
How you
on
doing,
3
Polly?
years, Mr. Stickermania.
Polly, I hope your rubber sole crate there shows up before long.
John H.M4Y said hello, Sticker family.
How you doing, John H?
North Carolina vinyl.
How you
Picker
doing,
said
Arthur?
evening, Mikey, Frank and family.
All right.
Mr. Winston said yo yo.
Mr.
Winston O'Boogie.
Winston O'Boogie, you sent me that video was pretty cool where Paul McCartney, when he got off on stage in Montreal and he was walking off stage down the stairs, he signed one autograph and he signed it yesterday and today for a gentleman in the audience. So that would be quite a valuable yesterday and today.
Gabby Music Fan said hello all.
How you doing, Gabrielle?
Here to discuss the Paul show in Hamilton. Currently driving home from there as we speak.
The Paul McCartney show in Hamilton, Ontario. He brought all did the Mulligan Tire. You got to check it out with all the, what do you call the players on the Mulligan Tire? They're playing somebody in the chat let me know. He had about 40 of them behind him. He flew them all in there for the performance of Mulligan Tire. It's pretty cool.
Thomas Crook said hello everyone.
Bagpipes.
Bagpipes. He brought all them, flew them all in, the bagpipes, 40 of them. That had to be expensive. And that's amazing that Paul did that. He sounded pretty good on it too.
Imagine number 9 said hi Sticker Clan and all here tonight.
Is that
More
Patricia?
of Kentria.
Yeah, because like I say, it's doing what you said.
Yeah, I know.
You had a problem with
You don't
Sean.
have YouTube changed it where they use a different handle for your name now. Mine doesn't show up as Mr. Stickermania. It shows up as Stickermania 2853. Everybody's handle got changed a few weeks ago.
Let's see. Jason Rocks is
Jason
said-
Rowhouse?
Maybe, I don't know. It says sadness.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It could be
He said
Jason
hi
Rowhouse.
Frank.
How you doing there, Jason? You're the one that did the 3-hour live stream earlier today, doing a shootout of the Anthology 1, the 1995 versus the reissue.
And
I
then,
watched that. That's pretty cool.
Kathy said hello everyone.
How you doing, Kathy?
John H said please let's hear a joke from a Sticker teenager tonight.
Did you get a Paul joke or a Beatles joke? No? Did you think about one? You want to go out in the other room and get one to come back in? Huh? Or you got one?
No.
Why don't you go get one and come back?
No.
Please.
Yeah, because you
Come on.
need to get your
Mr. Winston O'Boogie said
I
Roman
want to retire.
No.
I want to retire.
Go
And
get
then John H.
job
said
to
nice
do with the
shirt to
Beatles
you.
or Paul and come back in 15 minutes and tell it.
You can have more.
What is it?
Oh, I was saying John H said a nice shirt to him, and Mr. Winston said, "We're a man, wear pink."
Real men wear pink, yeah. He wasn't embarrassed to put on a pink shirt. I would have put it on.
Nicole said, "Hi, Frank and Sticker Kids."
How you doing, Nicole from Berkeley, out there in California?
Shirts. I'm guessing his T-shirt. Express.
Polly, how you doing?
Hi everyone. Hi Frank and family. And then they said bagpipes.
We got a good crowd in here tonight. There's Polly's
Alright, we got all caught up.
business card from Stanton.
Oh,
Staten Island.
Mr. Winston O'Boogie said goodbye to Johnny Ramone on YouTube.
Goodbye to Johnny Ramone on YouTube. What does that mean?
Because they don't, probably,
Maybe it doesn't show.
yeah, because they don't show the Johnny Ramone no more.
Oh, I
It
got
shows
you.
the handle.
Yeah, we all got our names changed. We all have to figure out what our new handle name is on YouTube.
He says, yeah, they said, thanks, yes, it's me, Polly.
Jason Rojas or
No,
I don't think that was
t-shirts.
Jason Roy.
T-shirts,
right. The butcher cover, my last original peeled I have beside my first state. I sold 3 of them in the last 2 weeks. Sold my East Coast peeled a few days ago for $2,000. This is my West Coast. Somebody offered me $2,000 for it, but I told them I wouldn't sell it for that. The West Coast are more difficult to peel.
Alright, so Danny Goldstein said hi, folks. And
How you
then
doing, Danny?
Cohesive.
Goldstein.
Yeah,
Goldstein.
Steve, Goldstein too.
So what was that like, Danny Goldstein? You said Paul saw your signs
And that other guy just say Arthur.
in Montreal.
That's Arthur.
We got Arthur Mustache in here
Yeah, but
too.
that
All
said
right,
something
man.
else, but yeah.
He said, a splendid time is guaranteed for all tonight.
All right. All right. A few notes. Mikey Arugula is coming to Louisville on May 21st to the 25th for Abbey Road on the River. Going to be across the river in Jeffersonville, Indiana. So any of you local people or anybody coming to Abbey Road on the River, we'd like to have a big get together with all you Beatle people and here in Louisville. So get a hold of me. Give me that STICKERMANIA. That one. Want to get a hold of, have a greet up with me and Mikey coming next year. Get a hold of me, Mr._STICKERMANIA at yahoo.com.
Imagine number 9 said,
It's Beatles Corner.
Beatles Corner. Whenever I said, they said, hi, Sticker Clan, I guess he didn't respond, so he was saying you missed them.
The Beatles Corner. Little Beatles Corner.
Yeah.
Oh, how you doing, Patricia? I knew that was you. I've seen the Imagine thing before.
And then
Oh, bro, Skylar
Skylar,
back in
come
here.
on, Skylar.
Skylar's already sending a message?
Yeah, he needs to be making jokes and saying
Sticker Kid is in the chat. He's in the other room in the chat.
Tell him to start looking up stuff.
We got for the Abbey Road on the River, Mickey Dolan's is coming. Here's a couple of original picture sleeves. Last Train to Clarksville, real nice condition picture sleeve from 1966. And this song was #1 before the TV series ever came on the air. So a powerful song, went to #1 on its own. And Daydream Believer, which was Davy Jones singing. Pretty sure it went to #1. We got Peter Noon coming from the Herman Hermans for Abbey Road on the River. He's going to perform on Saturday, May 23rd. And Dolan's is going to perform on Sunday, May 24th. This is a picture sleeve for Can't You Hear My Heartbeat? Big hit 1965. Don't know if that went to #1, but it was definitely top 10. And on Saturday and Sunday, the 23rd and the 24th, the Cal Sills are going to perform. You know, right there, Sticker Kid?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Mr. Winston O'Boogie said, just imagine Romania in Kentucky Fab.
Oh, the butcher cover, I forgot to bring up. Perry Cox sold a First State West Coast butcher cover a couple hours ago for over $15,000. I thought it was going to go to 20. It shows you where the high-end vinyl Beatle vinyl memorabilia doesn't go quite as high as it used to. But the memorabilia does. He sold a set of Remco dolls in the boxes 2 days ago for $1,800. And the Paul and Ringo looked like it came from the collection that I had when I had 124 dolls. All right, put the butcher coat
Imagine
away.
number 9 said, how many original cow seals are there?
There are 3 of them that, there's more than 3 alive, but there's 3 of them that perform. You got Bob, and you got the girl, I'm not coming up with her name. And you got Bob and John, I think it is. Maybe not John. Somebody out there knows about the cow seals. All right. So we talked about the butcher. We talked about the Remcos.
Danny Goldstein said that butcher was a weird auction. I could swear he had that exact copy up previously.
Yeah, I think he did too, because it had that line through the vertical line when they opened the shipping box of the first date. It was on top. So when they cut the box, they put a small line on the cover, and I swear I've seen that before too. I agree with you on that. All right, Anthology. I don't have my, it's been shipped from the Beatles store. My 4 volume, 12 LP box set with the limited cards. Somebody opened one up and the cards are pretty cool. I think it was Beatles Tone. This is just a flat for Anthology 2 from 1996. And Real Love was the single they were pushing. What do you think of the new Real Love 2025 remix? Most people don't like it.
Mr. Winston over here said Greg won your Paul and Ringo Remcos in contest.
So this is the Real Love original picture sleeve from 1990, Free as a Bird from 1995. I kind of like the Free as a Bird, the new remix. Real Love, the new remix, I'm having a hard time. I got to get used to it. And the Now and Then that they have on the new Anthology 4 sounds a little different to me than the Now and Then from 2 years ago.
D. Castillo, which I'm guessing is Daniel Castillo, said that Anthology trailer doesn't have many views. Don't think there's much interest.
For the TV series?
Yeah.
On Disney Plus?
Is that Mikey?
And then Mikey
So
said
on the Disney... Go ahead.
And then Mikey said terrible to Trebly.
On the Real Love? I think that's what he's talking about, unless he's talking about the Anthology 4.
Some Anthology 4. Like
So anyway, the Disney Plus, the series that's coming out next Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Is that it? 26, 27, 28? Or is it start? Is Wednesday the 26th? Is it, or is it Thursday the 26th?
Today's the 26th, or 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th. Yeah, Wednesday, right?
Wednesday, the Anthology starts. They'll have the first 3 episodes. Thursday, they'll have the next 3 episodes. And Friday, they'll have the last 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Somebody said that it's already been verified. They're only going to be an hour each long. They've been edited down to an hour. And supposedly, Peter Jackson has added some footage, studio footage that hasn't been seen before. And they've taken out some of the promos that we've all seen a million times. So it's being re-edited. It'll be interesting to see how it's going to be. And they've all been remastered by Peter Jackson in New Zealand. But they're all going to be an hour each, hour long. So it'll be 9 hours for all 9 episodes.
Imagine number 9 said Amazon has delayed the Anthology CD box and a few other people.
So the Beatles store is sold out of the CD box set, and I guess a lot of other websites are too. And you say Amazon's delayed there. The demand on the CD box set is a lot higher than the vinyl box set.
Yeah, that's what Winston said.
The CD box set is almost impossible to get. It's sold out the first day.
Or Arthur said
I'll be interested to see where Anthology is on the Billboard charts here in a couple weeks.
John 8 said, real love sounds unnatural. Free as a bird is good.
That's what I agree with you on that.
Mikey said, I am looking forward to it on Disney.
I am too.
And then
I'm right there with you, Mikey. I know. It'll be amazing to me. I know that.
Thomas Crook also said his is also stuck. It's in Memphis right now, just stuck there.
Mine got sent out by the Beatles store on Friday, but it's showing no tracking, and it's shipped through UPS. It hasn't shown any movement at all yet. All right, a few other notes. We talked about Paul's show in Hamilton. Talked about Abbey Road on the River. Danny Goldstein, there's a rumor going around on Reddit that the alcohol booths are all closed down before Paul comes out on stage. Is that true? All the alcohol booths are closed at the beginning of the concert. Talked about Mull of Guitar, Perry Cox. The Rick Beato on YouTube has a great interview with Ken Scott. Check that out. It's real interesting. Ken Scott, what he can remember of recording with the Beatles. Mazzy did a real positive review of Anthology 4, and there's been a lot of people doing negative reviews, so it's kind of 50-50. Talked about Jason Rojas. When he played That'll Be the Day, and in spite of all the danger earlier today, I thought they sounded better on the reissue. They got rid of that hiss from those old acetates. The NAL technology sure helped out That'll Be the Day, and in spite of all the danger. So that'll be amazing to hear that on vinyl. Caitlin Larkin, she got a promo kit for the anthology on Disney Plus. It was pretty cool. It had all kinds of Beatle goodies inside her anthology TV series promo box set that she got. I'll have to try to get a hold of one of those. It says Disney Plus on the front of the box set. Giles Martin did a BBC interview, 26 minutes at Abbey Road, that came out Friday. That was really interesting. He wouldn't talk much about Rubber Soul, but it pretty much, you got the gist that the Rubber Soul box set is done and ready to be released. And today, this week, we've been on YouTube for 3 years, so congratulations on that. And I'm up to 2,734 subs. That's the notes on that one.
Give us a like out there, please.
Yeah, we got to have a few more likes.
Give a like. Uncle Paul's here. He said, happy 3rd anniversary, my friends. Awaiting shipment of Anthology vinyl and CD sets. No movement on mine, on my shipment either.
Yep, that's strange. Either the demand's real high or they weren't ready to go. A lot of people got them on time. But me and Uncle Paul and several. Somebody else said in the chat theirs is late too. Is that
Arthur, Winston, Patricia.
Everybody's is late?
Yeah.
Uncle Paul's Beatles Pop Playhouse. Check out his new video on Trash to Treasure.
Let's see. 505 Roller said, Barnes & Nobles has Anthology 4 vinyl stand alone on the shelves right now.
We're talking about the box sets are hard to find. Box sets are selling the 4 LP, the vinyl 12 LP box set is selling on eBay, one right after another. And the CD box set, as soon as somebody puts one up on eBay, it sells right away.
All right, so to your first thing that you said about the bars, Gabby said Hamilton had the bars open after 8 p.m. I don't know about Montreal. And then Danny Goldstein said they were selling beer in Montreal.
All right. Well, that was some town. I didn't know if it was Paul wanted it done or maybe it was the city's restrictions, but they quit selling beer when the concert started.
And then there's a few messages there.
Go ahead.
All right. And then Gabby said, yeah, I didn't see any odd closings of the bars at all. People were buying liquor outdoors too.
Gotcha.
And then Mr. Winston O'Berry said, Amazon warehouse in Kentucky. John 8 said he got his from Amazon yesterday.
Oh, it's great.
So they're just moving slow, probably.
Well, it's coming from UPS. If you ordered from the Beatles store, it's being shipped through UPS. All right, a couple notes on the Billboard UK's charts singles next week. Taylor Swift's #1 for 7 weeks in a row with The Fate of Ophelia. And Uncle Paul's new favorite, Olivia Dean. She's at #4, #5, #7, and #13. Did you see her on Saturday Night Live last week? I saw her and she was pretty good. She's upset, Olivia Dean, because the tickets for her concerts coming up had that dynamic pricing where they would go from $200 to $500, and she's trying to fight that. Albums on the UK charts, there's somebody that I don't know that's #1 next week in the United Kingdom called Everybody's a Star. 5 Seconds of Summer went to #1 right away. Olivia Dean's #2 with The Art of Loving. Taylor Swift's #3. Uncle Paul's favorite, Sabrina Carpenter's #5. Oasis is #23 with What's the Story, Morning Glory. This is #23 in the United Kingdom. This was part of my EDS auction that I got last week. And Black and Blue by the Rolling Stones. It was #2 a week ago on the UK charts, and now the reissue, and now it went all the way down to #40. So those reissues are only hot for a week or two. And what do you think about on the US country charts where the #1 song is an AI song called I Walk the Walk by Breaking Rust? That's scary if AI songs are going to become #1 on the charts.
Polly said, got an empty bag from Amazon for my CD set. Wasn't happy.
Empty bag?
Yeah.
Wow. Somebody stole your CD box set?
Gabby said, my Anthology 4 CD box came yesterday from Amazon, even though it did say it was going to be delayed earlier this week.
Gotcha.
Thomas Crook said, my shipment from the Beatles store is coming from FedEx.
I guess it's different for everybody.
Yeah. Shoot, that's a lot of that.
Yeah, that's it.
They're also selling World Cup tickets at dynamic pricing and saying how greed has taken over. So I guess
ticket prices being so high for everything.
Yeah, they were high for Oasis and they were high for McCartney, but then if you waited for the Paul McCartney tickets to get them the day before or the day after, they would go back down in price.
Is there a way to
Got this in today, a Beatles White Album, 1980 pressing from Holland. According to Andrew from Polygram Auctions, the best sounding White Album that exists out of all the pressings from all the countries. And notice how it says Glass Union on the tracks instead of Glass Onion. It's in good shape too. I will be playing that this week.
Danny Goldstein said, okay, I figured it out. Perry's first state was the same exact one sold at that just pottery auction on September 28th.
And then he listed it again. Maybe somebody canceled the sale. That happens sometimes. I sell something and then the buyer requests to have it canceled. Or they couldn't pay the $15,000.
And then Mr. Winston O'Berry said, even Perry Cox cuts corners, ?
Cuts corners?
Yeah.
I don't
Like
know.
asking a question, like even Perry Cox cuts corners?
I don't know. Let's talk about some other things. Purchase histories I got coming in next week. I didn't catch up on them last week, last live stream. I got a Led Zeppelin sealed How the West Was Won LP, CD, and DVD box set coming in. I have another Beatles VJ 522 From Me to You from 1963. It's not the white label promo this time. It's going to be the regular stock copy. I have another Second State mono East Coast butcher cover that I'm gonna peel coming in. Just got shipped out today. I have a near mint flip your wig game coming in, board game from 1964. I got a Beatles from Liverpool 1980 UK box set coming in. And I have a Rubber Soul. Too bad I didn't have it for the Everything Fab Four Fest celebrates Rubber Soul that we went to in New Jersey, where me and Mikey Arugula, we had a room set up with a lot of memorabilia and vinyl, curated vinyl. But I have the double banner Rubber Soul coming in of a USA copy that was rare. I've only seen that a couple times on eBay. Did you get a joke there, Sticker Kid? Did you get a joke? You do have a joke? Yes or no? No. So I have the Rubber Soul coming on the stereo. It has a double banner on top coming in. Those are hard to find. And I have another UK 1970 military export of Hey Jude coming in. That's the audiophile pressing. Sticker Kid does not want to tell a joke tonight.
Danny Goldstein said, no, it was bought at Just Art Pottery. You bid on it, Frank, and the buyer then must have shipped it to Perry for resale. So it was one that you bid on. You bid it on.
I got you. Well, Perry Cox are all auctioned too. I don't do auctions, but Perry Cox does.
Billy Splain said, hi, hey Frank, my friend just sold me a copy of the Beatles Love. What is that?
The Love soundtrack.
The Love Circuit. So
Yeah,
soundtrack.
the Circle.
Yeah.
Circle.
On vinyl, signed by John George and Ringo. I paid $15K. Is this a good deal? Thanks.
Sounds like it to me. If it's authenticated by Frank Chiazio or Perry Cox or Paul Wayne from Trax or the James Spence group, JSA. All right, Sticker Kid, you want to take a break? Guess you're not going to tell a joke. You seem to be bored. I tried to play him some Led Zeppelin too today, but he says he's heard it too many times from his dad. All right, why don't you take a break so I can keep moving on? Nope. Guess he's not going to leave. All right. Here he goes.
Yeah, you gave him the chance to leave now.
Thanks for the help there, Sticker Kid.
Thanks
for displaying that shirt.
A few messages. Gabby Music said Paul's show in Hamilton was the grand reopening of the venue, so they gave us all free posters as we left the show. The posters has a drawing of the venue and Paul's name with the date of the show.
Give me that box now. That's pretty cool, Gabrielle. Okay, they got this She Loves You, just got this picture sleeve in. Better shape than the other one I have, has no price tag on it. My favorite Beatles song. And we're going to do a giveaway here in a second of another picture sleeve. So there's a original pressing of She Loves You and I'll Get You on Swan. Of course, you guys know this went to #1. And I got a Canadian import of early '64 of All My Lovin'. And This Boy was on the flip side. Where in England, This Boy was on the flip side, I Want to Hold Your Hand. But in the United States, it went with I Saw Her Standing There. All right, we're going to show this BC 13 box set. Pretty rare set from New Zealand. And this is already sold to my local man. He's going to pick this up tomorrow. But isn't that cool with the light blue on the, and it doesn't have a flip top. It comes off like a lid like that. Says marketed and distributed by His Master's Voice Limited under license from EMI New Zealand Limited. And it's got the big unique poster of the White Album plus the photos, but this got the large poster. Let's see if I can fold it up right. There we go. And the covers are real glossy except for the white album, which I think is cool. So you got the Please Please Me. You got the With the Beatles. Look how sharp that cover looks. The Hard Day's Night is completely different than one we're used to. It's white. Beatles for Sale. Gotta talk about Beatles for Sale. Haven't played this yet. It's a sharp, glossy cover. Help. Kind of looks like the UK. Rubber Soul. Sharp and glossy. Laminated. Revolver. Sgt. Pepper is glossy. It's not a gatefold. No cutouts. The White Album from the New Zealand is not glossy, but all the other covers were. And the rarities, after the Yellow Submarine and the Abbey Road, is sharp cover. Let It Be, got a couple crease marks on it. It's got an EMI stamp on the back. And they got a real nice glossy laminated cover of the Beatles Rarities in New Zealand from 1980. And it does have the Lennon statement on the end of description of Helter Skelter, which was a mistake. It was supposed to be the Ringo statement. All right, let's put that away. That is sold.
Mr. Winston O'Boogie said sharp, glossy, Mr. Moonlight, ?
Yep.
And then Mikey said, here we go again. Here we go.
Yep. I got Mikey coming to...
I need to learn how to sing that.
Mikey to Louisville. I don't want to... I got to let that joke go. All right, we got Rolling Stones and some Led Zeppelin to show.
Mikey Arugula said, let's call our convention in Kentucky Mr. Moonlight Fest.
All right, the Mr. Moonlight Fest is going to come up next Memorial Weekend in Louisville. The Moonlight Fest. That's a good idea, Mikey. Remember, Mikey Arugula and me are going to do, on December 3rd, our anthology live stream after the... We've had time to really dissect the new vinyl release and the documentary coming out on Disney Plus December 3rd on a Wednesday, and we're going to have a special guest. Rachel's Ghost has agreed to be our special guest on episode number 15 of Every Little Thing episode, Beatles episode number 15 with Mikey Arugula. This was a 2015 12-inch. It came out of the Rolling Stones of I Can't Get No Satisfaction. It's on a... I got this from the EDS auctions last week. It's got like a London, like the promo label that was in 65.
Mikey said, I want everyone to come to Kentucky and party with us.
Yep, Brad Parnell, you're going to have to hang with us there in Louisville at that time.
Mr. Beatles Pro said, please tell me I missed the Chapel drum.
No, we didn't talk. Chapel is not on the charts today. I'm sorry, Mr. Beatles Pro. We didn't talk about her today. But I appreciate you, Tom, of getting me this shirt. It's got Mr. STICKERMANIA on it, so I got a shirt now like Beatles Pro, Mr. Beatles Pro Tom, and Mikey Arugula. All right, what else we got to show? I know Patricia from Little Beatles Corner was interested in the sealed a collection of Beatle oldies. Patricia, I'd sell this for $88 shipped. It's on my STICKERMANIA 2853 eBay store, the pink one.
Yeah, they're coming.
It's up for sale there, but I sell it to you for $88 shipped if you're interested.
He said you're welcome for the shirt.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Mike Aruga said, did not do Chaperone yet.
Chaperone with,
The Chaperone yet.
Yeah, I'm skipping it this week. I'll wait till there's some more Chaperone news. I said this was $100 last week, but I looked up the sold listings on it. I would sell this for $60 shipped. This 1968 sealed stereo. Baby Come Back by the Equals. And I made a mistake on these two Some Girls. The inner sleeve was turned around. I thought they were different, but it's the same one, but they have a different color scheme. But these are both 78 original pressing. But I was mistakenly, one of the inner sleeves was turned around like that. And I thought they had different faces, but it was the back. So I made a mistake on it and want to correct my mistake. Same band cover, but it's got a different color scheme where this orange on the top of this one and blue on top of that one.
If they has an opinion, it's fine. It gives him a little more audience when he talks about Chapel sometimes. Gets the female viewers for him a little bit.
Yeah, I do have a younger crowd that watches when I do talk about Chapel. I have that age group, what is it, 20 to 30?
Yeah.
Yeah. We are getting a few more females watching my videos and people from the England. I think I have 6% of my viewers are from England, so that's pretty cool. Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin.
You got the Led Zeppelin show.
Yep.
Rolling Stones, we didn't show that. Got a sealed, it's about a 1977 with the 5-digit number of 19129 of Led Zeppelin 4 in the United States. Got the hype sticker for Stairway to Heaven on the front and the title sticker on the back. And I think most of these pressings, PB Thal, correct me, they do have Porky Pecco Duck mastering cutting on these records also. That's up on my STICKERMANIA 2853 eBay store. And this came from the EDS auctions. It's a later pressing of Led Zeppelin 1, but it has the GP George Pyros in the dead wax, which makes it an audiophile pressing of Led Zeppelin 1. George Pyros and Robert Ludwig, they knew how to cut the Led Zeppelin albums.
Christopher Early 5258 says, Stereo to Heaven hype sticker, wow.
Yep, I've had that several times. This is a early 1970s pressing of the first Rolling Stones album from England. Real glossy, cool, slick. Got a little bit aging on the back, but it's a mono pressing. That's the way you want to hear the early Rolling Stones because they didn't record in true stereo until like 66. So this was the way to hear the Stones is in mono from 63 to 66. Got the red Decca label and excellent hardly played condition. And the matrices are, I think they're 6A and a 12A on the matrices. Got the original inner sleeve from England, the polyline inner sleeve from Decca. We did the Rolling Stones, we did some Led Zeppelin. Zombies, I showed the UK pressing, but I didn't show this clear pressing the other day. The Zombies, got this from the EDS auctions in Bloomington, Indiana. This is a 2016 compilation and it's on clear vinyl. Haven't listened to that Zombies yet. We talked about the other Zombies last week. Somebody was interested, and I think it was Dave Evans was interested in this Beach Boys Smile 2 LP set from Capitol Records, and it's on my eBay store, and I would sell that for $50 ship if you're interested in that. Your last shipment went out there, Dave. This is in near mint condition, the Smile that was never originally released in the 60s because Brian Wilson didn't want it to come out. It's got 2 LPs. It's got some outtakes from Smile on it also, Capitol. Talked about that. What else? We got any questions? Let's do our
I was
contest.
gonna say you still got the trivia to do, and it's
Bring me
9:13.
bring me that. All right, we're gonna give away a 1964 original picture sleeve, East Coast straight cut for "I Wanna Hold Your Hand," and I Saw Her Standing There. I Saw Her Standing There is the first track on Anthology 4, Take 2. Here's my 3 questions.
Danny asked you, did you happen to listen to the last track on that PJ
No.
Probio?
No, I have not yet. Danny, I'll make an effort to listen to it tomorrow. All right, I had to get my 2 hours of jogging in today. Trivia questions. To get this 1964 original East Coast picture sleeve. What song, question number 1, what song sold more than "I Wanna Hold Your Hand" in the UK in the 1960s? In the 1960s, "I Wanna Hold Your Hand" was the second number 2 on the charts for all the 1960s in the United Kingdom. What songs outsold "I Wanna Hold Your Hand" on the UK singles charts? Number 2, where was the song "I Wanna Hold Your Hand," where was it written by John Lennon and Paul McCartney? Where were they at when they wrote the song "I Wanna Hold Your Hand"? And number 3, what DJ in America played the song first, "I Wanna Hold Your Hand," on the radio? What was the name of the DJ that played the "I Wanna Hold Your Hand" before anybody else played it? Do that again. Trivia questions. What song sold more than "I Wanna Hold Your Hand" in the 1960s in the United Kingdom? On the total 1960 charts,
It's Greg Field.
there's one song that outsold it. Where's it at? I got it. You got one right. Get that off there.
I was showing you the words, so you don't read the wrong one.
Yes, Gregory Field wins. Good job. He did say, yeah. So the song that sold more than "I Want to Hold Your Hand" in the United Kingdom was "She Loves You." And he put the address of 57 Wimpole Street as where they wrote the song. That was in the basement of the Asher's home where Paul was living with. He moved in there for a couple years. His girlfriend was Jane Asher, and her brother was Peter Asher, and they had a piano in the basement, and that's where John and Paul wrote "I Want to Hold Your Hand." And the question 3 is Carol James was the DJ that played this first. So good job, Gregory Field. All right. What else do we have to show? We showed the BC-13. Danny Goldstein was asking about this. I showed it before. Show it since he brought it up. The UK. Problem with that, these sleeves that have that sticky stuff on it, you gotta be careful. PJ Proby, 1968. From the United Kingdom, that were all 4 members of the Led Zeppelin, are on some of the tracks before Led Zeppelin 1 was recorded in England. And he's talking about the last song, which I can't say the title of it. Where is the last song?
Greg
Well,
said
Greg-
thanks in advance.
Oh, you're welcome. Side 2. It's a medley. It's hard to be an N. Jim Blues. George Wallace is rolling in them this morning. That's all I'll say. Kind of like the New York City album, the Controversy, Sometime in New York City by John Lennon. Take that sleeve there before I ruin that cover. Alright, what else do I have to show today? The Laserdisc box set was in my video. Don't have my anthology, new Anthology 4 in, so I'll show this and this.
Denny Goldstein said, yes, do not say the title.
This is the sealed 2003 of the DVD of the Beatles Anthology. And this is like 10 hours long with the special features, the last one. But some of this, it's going to be different. They edited it. It's going to be different when it's on the Disney Plus than this here. So this will make this valuable too, because people want to see the way it was done originally. Even on the TV series, it was done different, and the Laserdisc is different. They're all a little bit different. Talk about that.
Why did they do it different?
They're all edited different. There's different footage used.
So it's different things.
I showed this Carl and the Passions, Pet Sounds. I'll show it one more time. This 1972, where Carl Wilson got the original mono master tapes and made a audiophile pressing of Pet Sounds. And there is a, Abbey Road on the River is going to have a Pet Sounds tribute band coming. And Lawrence Juber, that was in Wings and the Back to the Egg, Paul McCartney and Wings album, he's going to be there at Abbey Road on the River also.
Uncle Paul's Beat Up Pop Playhouse said, sadly, yes, the musical performances are heavily edited on the new anthology.
The what is?
Musical performances.
Oh, yeah. I told you the promo videos, they've come down some. So these are 2 Apple pressings that I got in this week that they're the all rights, 1975 all rights reserved. That's the hardest Apple pressing to get that has that small print of all rights reserved. That's for Ticket to Ride, and Yes It Is. And Yes It Is does have on the back, it says from the United Artists release 8 Arms to Hold You, the original title of Help movie. And this is We Can Work It Out and Day Tripper. These things have never been opened up because they have this original seal on the top. This one's coming loose, but this one's still sealed on the top. The way they were sold in the discount bins of Golden Oldies, that was $3.96, and this was $3.97. We showed the Day Tripper a few weeks ago, where it's got the printing missing on the error on the Day Tripper side, missing the yellow print, where on the We Can Work It Out, it's all there. And remember from New Jersey, we had that trivia question on We Can Work It Out and Day Tripper. They couldn't figure out what was going to be number 1, so that was a double-sided A-side single when it was released. Is this the only Beatles single that was a double-sided A-side? I'm not sure, but it probably was. We talked about Beatles for Sale. Talked about that. I think that, oh, we got one. I think it's got these in. This is pretty cool. From late 60s or early 70s in Hollywood, California. This published by KONST Sweden. He did all these drawings for different concerts. This is 22 by 14 in size, a poster booklet. The original one from about 1970. That's the cover. You're going to probably have to help me see if I can pull these out. So the first one is the Rolling Stones. It says, "Keep moving the world with Ruby." It looks like, only it has Wold, W-O-L-D. And on the back of that, you got a picture of promo for London Records of the Rolling Stones. Next one is the Beatles. "We want to hold your hand and work like a dog." And on the back of that print is a picture of the Beatles from Help. Third one, Bob Dylan. "Blonde on Blonde, Sad-Eyed Lady." And it's got Bob Dylan on the cover of Blonde on Blonde on the back. Herman Hermits, or the Monkees. "We took the last train to Clarksville and became the Believers." And it's got, I'm not going to keep flipping this back and forth, but it's got monkeys on the back. And then it's got the Byrds. "One summer afternoon," oh, this is the Yardbirds, sorry. "One summer afternoon, Yardbirds cherish Ole and the fish stand at attention." Can't understand all the way they word everything. Got a picture of the Yardbirds on the back with Jeff Beck. And then you got Herman Hermits. Says, "Herman Hermits, we must avoid holding on there. It's tomorrow." And you got the Birds. There's Herman Hermits there. Peter Noon that's coming to Louisville. Derek, Keith, Carl, and Barry. Only ones alive are Peter, and I think only Derek's passed away. I think there's still 4 of them alive. I could be wrong. The Birds. "Village Gate, the Birds is coming." And there aren't too many Birds still alive, besides Roger McGuinn and the bass player. I'm not coming up with his name. And I think that is all. Oh, Love and Spoonful, we got one more. The Love and Spoonful, "In the summertime, it was thrilling but sad." But those are cool poster prints from around 1970. They made these and sold them in Hollywood, California. That's the real deal. I think that's it. Got any other questions before we end this stream?
Uncle Paul said, Frank, did you buy the Pieces Monkeys box set?
Yes, I bought the CD box set, the 4 CD box set of the Monkeys Pisces, and I never opened it up and sold it within an hour after I got it.
And then Caesar, yeah.
Caesar!
He said, "Good evening, Frank and family." And yeah, I listened to it. I didn't really like it though. Like, I didn't like the style of it. This Strokes.
Oh, the Strokes.
It's a like 2000s band.
Gotcha.
They formed in 2000.
I've heard a couple of songs by the Strokes.
I didn't really like this style. Like, I don't know. I wasn't a fan.
They were influenced by the Beatles, I would think. Of course, all the groups have been influenced by the Beatles. All right, I think that's it from Louisville, Kentucky. Thanks for all those that were in the chat, and we will be back on Wednesday night, 8:30 p.m.
Dave Evans said, "Have a great
Eastern Standard Time." Thanks a lot, Dave. See you.